What's up, guys? You know the drill. Got a bunch of shit today. I know this has obviously a vinyl in it. It's actually mostly CDs, though. I think maybe like 4 CDs in addition to the vinyl. Something like that. I've fallen back into the, I won't necessarily call it a bad habit, but definitely a questionable habit of buying large quantities of cheap music off of Discogs that I barely know. A lot of it is, not all of it, but a lot is what I like to call one-hit wonders. I know officially not all of this is one-hit wonder type stuff, but like it's the kind of things where like I only know one song from the band, and like I'm curious about what the rest of it is, so I'll get the album that one song is on. And yeah, I did that a lot, like maybe a year ago or so. And yeah, I've fallen back into that habit. Honestly, most of it really wasn't that good, but oh shit, we got a loose CD in here. I think I know where it came from too. Ooh boy, it doesn't look like it's horribly scratched, so fingers crossed here. But the first one is Trans-Siberian Orchestra's Night Castle. I think this is the only Trans-Siberian Orchestra album I didn't have yet, so they always do a cool job with their packaging. Always got generous amounts of art, and that they have the lyrics, and they have the story, because all of their albums are, in the most literal sense, rock operas. So very cool. Might take me a while to get through all this. Looks like it's mostly just text, so got a few pictures in there. Big bold song titles and all that cool shit. Yeah, that's the disc that was loose, so hopefully it'll still play. And yeah, there's the second disc for you. All right, I got 2 CDs from Sheryl Crow. So Sheryl Crow is one of those artists that, like, I've heard her name, I just didn't know what her songs were. And then once I realized what her songs were, I realized I was a lot bigger fan of Sheryl Crow. Well, let me rephrase that. I realized I was a big fan of Sheryl Crow, and I just didn't know it. That's happened to me a few times. I feel like if you're a music person in general, like that's a thing that happens to you, because you hear a lot of songs you like, you just don't know what they're called or who wrote or performed them or whatever. So, yeah, one of my personal favorites is what is it called? I think it was on this one. All I Want to Do. All I want to do is have some fun. So yeah, kind of cheesy 90s, 2000s pop rock type stuff. Which I gotta admit, I wasn't really into that kind of music, during that time. But, a lot of things, in hindsight becomes pretty cool, and yeah. I became a Sheryl Crow fan later in life. And the other album I got from her is Come On, Come On, which has Suck Up the Sun on it. And yeah, do the old booklet flip through. Next up, we have from Dishwalla, Pet Your Friends, which features the song Counting Blue Cars, which is that song, tell me all your thoughts on God, 'cause I'd really like to meet him. And yeah, I think that's the only song that I know about them, but again, I like that song, so let's see how cheesy the rest of their music is, I do rather like the bluish tint of that picture, though. That's pretty cool. Alright, now we're getting to the album that kind of made me place this order in the first place. So I tend to be a bit reactive to advertisement site, but I'm not that reactive, So, I might see, a random ad for, an album that has been kind of on my radar, I've been meaning to get, and then, I'll see it and decide, you know what, I'm going to fucking get it. But I'm not necessarily going to get it off that ad. I always do check my prices, get the best deal. So, I got a cheap used CD of Miles Davis's Doo Bop. As, usually when I buy large quantities like this, looking for bargains. That is not a clean looking disc. I'm pretty sure I ordered it at Very Good, because I usually don't settle for anything below Very Good, so we'll see how well it plays. But yeah, if you don't know about this album, basically Miles Davis was kind of inspired by the urban New York sounds and wanted to make a hip-hop album, but he died in the middle of making this, so his producer that he was working with took some unused archival recordings of Miles Davis to finish the album. And the vinyl that I got is Go-Go's Vacation, which features the title track of the name, which I'm sure y'all know. Classic. I'd consider it a road trip song, or a song to listen to while you're on vacation. It always makes me think of that Rugrats in Las Vegas episode. I think it was actually like a short TV movie or whatever, but I think that was the first time I heard it when I was a kid. So yeah, that makes me think of but yeah, so that's all the music that I got for today. Hopefully I'll be asleep pretty soon and get a decent amount of rest so I can go to Alabama Music Box tonight to see the Fuckless and Galactic Engineers. I've been really excited for that show because there's two great bands that either don't come around here too often or just don't play shows that often. So glad that they're doing a show together. Gotta make it to that one. There's a bunch of shows I'm kind of eyeing going. I can't really think of everything off the top of my head. I booked a tattoo yesterday, so about 3 weeks from now is when I'll be getting that, so really excited for that. If you know my buddy Thomas, he almost made an appearance in this video, but he went off to the side to go sleep instead. I've had a few tattoos that are kind of loosely inspired by Thomas, but I've never actually put Thomas's likeness in a tattoo. But I'm mashing him up with a what is it? I'll go and pull the album out with this Pine Hill Haints cover, one of my favorite bands from Alabama. Swapping this gray cat. It's a cool gray cat. I'm sure I'd get along with this cat fine. But Thomas is my cat, so I'm swapping him in for that. Yeah, that's a cool mashup opportunity, I think. So I can't wait to show that one off. Yeah, that's what I've got going. Got a bunch more shit on the way too, so keep an eye out for more big hauls of bands that I don't really know that well. Should be fun.